Ken Schrader has his third career Busch Series pole. Randy Lajoie won this race 2 years ago. They're on the front row. Mike McLaughlin starts up front again at Daytona next to Casey Atwood, 18-year-old rookie. Dave Blaney, former World of Outlaws champion, and Bobby Hamilton Jr., a 22-year-old rookie. Tim Vidoa won 2 Busch races last year, and Larry Pearson is a 2-time series champ. Michael Waltrip, twice a runner-up in this race, and Joe Nemechek, the defending winner. Jeff Burton had 3 wins last year. Jason Keller from South Carolina. Jeff Green makes his 6th Daytona start, and Chuck Bound, the 1990 series champion. Terry Labonte, 3 top 4 finishes and 4 tries in this race, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., 7 wins in the championship last year. Todd Bodine, second here 2 years ago, and Matt Kenseth, last year's point standing runner-up. Kevin LePage had a win last year, and Mike Dillon makes his 4th Daytona start. Adam Petty is the 4th generation driver to carry that name into a big race at Daytona, next to last year's Rookie of the Year, Andy Santerre. Then it's Bobby Hillin and Phil Parsons in row 12. Lyndon Amick and Kevin Grubb in the 13th row. Mark Martin, the all-time Busch Series winner with Jimmy Kitchens. Mark Green and ageless Dick Trickle, the dean of the field at 57. Jeff Finley and Truck Series champ Ron Hornaday. Kerry Earnhardt, Dale Jr.'s older brother, and Glenn Allen. Modified champ Jeff Fuller and Brad Loney from Iowa. Tony Raines, ASA champ, and Elton Sawyer. Rookie Jason Jarrett. Jeff Purvis, close second last year. Curtis Markham and Andy Hillenberg, former ARCA champ. And the past champions provisional to Johnny Benson returns for the day to Base Motorsports.
There were 24 drivers who failed to qualify for this, and you look at that list of names, there's not a short track promoter in America that would not like to have this field and number of drivers in his field on a Saturday night. You see Ted Musgrave there, Lance Hooper, West Coast great. Even Mike Stefanik, who was a 2-time champion in the modified and the Busch North Series, didn't make it.
Grandson makes his Daytona Busch Series debut. Another granddad up here in the booth, Ned Jarrett, watching his grandson make his Daytona Busch debut. Last year, this race did not get one complete lap before a big crash. Here we go. We're under green in the NAPA 300.
To get up to full speed, and you see somebody's in trouble there. That's Dave Blaney.
Bit of fluid coming from the back of his Bill Davis owned Pontiac, and he's going to come pit side. Tough break for the former World of Outlaws sprint car champ.
He was one of the fastest cars all week during practice, had a good qualifying effort, but unfortunately he's slowing down now as they come around for the first lap.
Here's where that momentum comes into play. Some cars come up to speed easier than others, and they get a bit 3 wide coming down here for lap 1.
You can see he knows this early in the race, and he's not handling just like he wants to, so he just moved over and let him go. Phil has a lot of experience here.
Kenseth takes over 12th place. And there's Ron Hornaday working the bottom of the racetrack now against Parsons.
And his car working very well. Look at him really shoot on trouble in front of him.
One car in the air. Spins around in that big smoke cloud. There are more cars wrecking behind them. Oh, and Waltrip's car had come to a stop and got pounded. Andy Santerre. Oh, last year's Rookie of the Year from Maine. That's Santerre's number 47. That is wrecked. Here is Michael Waltrip's car. And that is Waltrip's car was stopped when it got hit, and it got slammed into by a third machine. Jeff Purvis is involved. There is Purvis.
Purvis' car, number 4.
Ned, those cars trailing the play in that cloud of smoke. Everybody checked up. And,
you can see the drivers moving around. That's always a good sight to see. That's Michael Waltrip. He's got his left hand out. He's coming out against the wall there.
Now there's a window in the right side of the car, which makes getting out of that side difficult. That in the roll cage. Michael's going to wait for a little help. You
can see him getting his breath back there. Boy, I tell you, that's a hard lick he took.
Out of the back straightaway, number 21.
you
He might have had a little bit of help there. It looked like Kenseth might have got into the back. You see the car trying to get up. Those flaps on the roof there help get it back down. That keeps the car from flying backwards and getting and turning over back there.
But look at all of this smoke, and those drivers coming in there, they can't see where they're going, and they, as Mike said, they're slowing down, and then they start hitting each other and further intensifying the wreck.
Let's show you a different angle of it.
There they're coming off of turn 2, and you can see the yellow car of Kansas, and you see those roof flaps that Buddy mentioned there. Keeps the car down on the ground, but look at all that smoke.
Adam Petty gets past, and now Michael Waltrip's sitting and looking.
Just hoping nobody will hit him.
Well, and he knows there's a lot of trouble behind him because he can see them coming.
Yeah, he's facing them there.
Hillenberg slides by. Now watch, I believe it's Andy Santerre. It is who piles into Waltrip. It's Andy Santerre, and that's how Santerre's leg got injured. And that side-on slide into Michael Waltrip. Let's watch and listen from Elton Sawyer. This is from Jimmy Kitchen's car.
He said, I made it through there, but I'm down on the ground.
Let's go now to Ralph Shaheen, where Mark Martin's having problems. Ralph.
That he is, Greg. Mark Martin coming down pit road and going back behind the wall. Talked to his crew chief, Tony Lambert, who said that it looks like he got hit from the AMIC car. So we're going to see if we can't go down and get a word from Mark Martin.
Let's show you what happened to Mark Martin. Number 60.
Oh, yes. You
right
can
on
see.
the right rear corner there.
Shot him right into the wall on the outside. A lot of damage to his Winn-Dixie Ford.
Mark is one of the most 360-degree perceptive drivers I've ever seen. He will call and tell the crew not only what happened, but with who, as he did. Look at what happened to Mark Martin. Randy Lajoie, 2 years ago the winner of this race. The leaders are dropping fast. Lajoie shakes it back and forth. He gets into his pit. Here's Bill.
Randy Lajoie in the pits. He has a tire going down on the right side. They're changing both right side tires. I spoke to Mark Reno, very disappointed. Randy had told him this is the best car he's had here in years. And as you mentioned, Mike, he won here 2 years ago, finished second last year. Mark now wants them to do left side tires. This is going to cost them totally unexpected and a shame for a guy who felt he had a shot at winning this race.
And one car slides off the track to the inside of turn 4.
And it looks
That's
like
Benson.
He's going to just park it there. He can't, car won't go, and the caution is out.
Now, did Lajoie make it back out from the pits in time to stay on the lead lap? We'll see how NASCAR scores that. Johnny Benson's car would not make it all the way to pit road. So in the interest of safety, caution has come out. Now, the leaders overhauled Lajoie as they came past the start-finish line. But I'm not sure he has taken the caution flag. Here he comes. He's trying to get a run back around to the flag, perhaps, and stay on the lead lap. Ned, I don't think that Lajoie has taken the caution flag. It was not out when he came out of the pits.
It depends on whether the leaders had taken the caution flag or not.
I don't believe they have.
Okay.
They're waving him by, we hear.
Here comes Lajoie. Past his old modified competitor McLaughlin, and he's going to make it.
And he has his pit stop already made, so he could be the leader of this race after everybody else will make a pit stop.
The pace car will come out and will pick up the race leader, McLaughlin. So Lajoie will come all the way around. Johnny Benson, that black number 26.
Yeah, the rear goes out. You see him trying to get it up to the wall there.
You saw a little bit of smoke or something as if fluid had come from that car before he went into that turn.
You see the smoke coming out of the back of the car. When it gets...
Caution has come out here at Daytona on lap 73, third time today. And this time it's Tim Fedowa who found trouble on the back straightaway toward the entrance of turn number 3. Fedowa is limping that car around, trying to get it to the pits as fast as he can.
Well,
Watch that yellow car.
Right here, coming out of the pack, trying to make a pass down on the inside. Oh, no, that was the wrong yellow car. He was back further in there and came out of the pack up against the outside wall and then spins the wrong way. But fortunately, no one hits him, but he does hit the wall pretty hard.
Well, that spoiler and trunk lid kicked up in the air, that car will be hard to drive, even if they can repair it mechanically. Let's show you from Jimmy Kitchen's car.
Something must have happened to that car.
Looked like smoke from the left rear
Yes.
of Fedowa's car. Might have cut down that. Update on Andy Santerre, last year's Rookie of the Year. He has a fracture in his lower right leg. Will be flown to Harrisburg, North Carolina and home for surgery. His wife Sue says that Andy is expected to be out of the series for 6 months.
Oh, that's too bad. He is such a great race driver and was looking forward to this year so much after his rookie year last year, winning Rookie of the Year honors.
Let's get set for the restart, Ned. Lyndon Amick did not pit under that caution flag, and he is the leader.
Trouble on the start.
And he didn't get a good start. Took Earnhardt with him. Earnhardt didn't get squared away in time. Other cars still spinning and sliding down there.
Mike McLaughlin made contact with Earnhardt in the grass. He's got damage to his car.
And that's Ron Hornaday, number 31. The front of his Chevrolet is destroyed.
And as you were saying, Lyndon Amick did not pit, and he just didn't come up to speed. Everybody else was expecting it. Here's Todd Bodine, a lot of damage on his car.
And dejection in the pits of the national champion Earnhardt Jr. There's Phil Parsons, number 10, climbing out.
Yeah, they were just getting up to speed, and there was contact just before the start-finish line here. See Phil Parsons here rolling around on the grass.
Buddy, he had spun almost to a start, and there was a hard hit there as he came down through the grass.
He's hurting somewhere. Okay, you can see he's on the outside. That's a lap car down on the inside.
That's Earnhardt Jr. in second right there.
And see, he didn't get a good start. Earnhardt got a good start, hit him, and then got Terry Labonte involved. And Todd Bodine came in there. Matt Kenseth got involved in car number 17. There's Phil Parsons coming into the picture in number 10.
See Terry Labonte nowhere to go. Right on the bottom of the racetrack. Earnhardt gets into him, turns up there.
And folks, all it takes is the amount of time to try to get your foot from the gas pedal to the brake pedal. Those cars are running so close together and at such speed. From Mike McLaughlin's roof cam.
Well, he sees all that smoke all the way down on the grass, but he gets hit anyway. He thought he had it dodged.
And another thing that happens on a situation like that, you're coming down. Let's ride down here with Terry Earnhardt and see what happens.
And he said, oh boy, I got through there. Jason Jarrett was right in front of him. He got through it.
This is Ron Hornaday, who did not get through it.
He thought he was making the right move. Ooh, there's the hit lick to Phil Parsons, and that was a hard one.
Man.
Jimmy Kitchens.
He says, please don't come out in front of him, but they did.
That just wailed the left side of Hornaday after Hornaday ran into Phil Parsons.
Mike, as I was saying just a moment ago, watch Earnhardt on the outside as he comes along. Great run. Watch him right there. He makes contact into the back of Amick's car, and here he goes around. That collects everybody.
Now from the blimp, from the Bud 1 airship, you're going to see Earnhardt's blue car come up right against Amick and try to get away to the right when Amick doesn't come to speed. The blue car is Earnhardt. Here he comes. Now he's going to try to get off him, and Terry Labonte gets in the back of Earnhardt.
Exactly.
Of course, Terry couldn't see what was going on up there. He was just following Earnhardt. And, boy, that was a mess. Big wreck, not even up there.
That's Hillenberg, the green car to the inside, and Mike McLaughlin. You saw number 34 moving back up. Now he's on the left side of your screen and bringing last season's runner-up Matt Kenseth with him.
Excuse me, I noticed Kerry Earnhardt got sideways.
He did. He's around backwards now, spinning down toward the tri-oval.
Jason Jarrett got into Larry Pearson. The other base motorsports car, Tony Raines, is involved.
Jeff Fuller is in it.
Dick
the double
Trickle.
zero, Larry Pearson, Dick Trickle, Johnny Benson, and the number 50 is in it as well, Mark Green.
I saw that happening. He got loose on the high side. I saw that coming about. That's Larry Pearson there. You can see him moving around inside. Well, the wreck started way back in the middle of number 3 corner. You can see Matt Kenseth in the 17 on the bottom side. Kerry's on the high side. They make a little touch right there, you see, and that gets the car sideways as he starts off turn 4. I could tell this was going to be big.
Pearson double zero spins, gets into the side of Fuller. Racing along the wall there was Green. And the cars like rain slide up the racetrack and into the wall. Let's ride with Kerry Earnhardt.
See, right there, they make contact.
Well, it's been the Grand Crashinal Series today.
Oh, it sure has.
And another look from the infield side of the speedway.
And when he came off of the wall back down in front of a lot of other cars, they started hitting each other, and then the racetrack was just closed up. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, Mark Green there in the 50, he had nowhere to go at all. He was just collected up as Kerry went down the wall. He was scrubbing off more speed than the brakes would scrub off on the 50 car of Mark Green.
One more look coming out of turn 4 from high atop the roof here.
The racetrack completely closed up, and even the end of pit road.
That's him right there, and he's on his way to the front.
Single file they come. Things have settled down here just a bit. And now it's Petty who climbs the hill in turn 1.
Yeah, he's trying to make a pass on the outside, and looks like he's going to make it.
Anybody ever watch Richard Petty run this racetrack realizes he run a very high line. And he moved up there, and he didn't lose any ground by doing it.
Brad Loney, number 90, went with Petty, while Casey Atwood, 27, makes it 3 wide in the back straightaway. School's out, rookies. Here we go.
Chuck Bound almost lost control, is moving around. Adam Petty got touched just a little bit, got sideways also.
They are going at it. Did Brett Favre say, let's get it on? That's what they're doing.
He was in the middle and got completely sideways.
63 is Bound.
That's his car.
Watch him wiggle right here. Then McLaughlin on the bottom, he moves up right there.
And there was not quite room for him to go between Adam Petty and the 90 car, Brad Loney.
Here's another look at it. Petty is 45, Bound is 63 in the middle as Atwood, 27, drives underneath, and here comes McLaughlin, 34.
Right here, they get together. You see him get sideways, and he touches Adam right there. Adam gets back straight.
Well, both Adam Petty and Chuck Bound did a great job there because both their cars were hit.
For the lead, Randy Lajoie takes it away from Jeff Green.
And look who's moved in there just behind him in the 27 car. Casey Atwood in second place.
Casey Atwood started this race 18 years old. I think he's about 40 right now. 3 wide again.
Adam Petty on the bottom in the 45 there takes the spot away from McLaughlin as they go through. Now McLaughlin's in the middle part there. That's where all the turbulence is, and you can get sideways in a moment.
500 yards, but now he's right there with them.
And the move is to the inside. Back to single file. Atwood climbing the hill in second place.
Adam Petty's checking him over there. Moved into third place there. He's checking the bottom side. Now he moves way up high there, almost into the wall off the corner.
And that cost him
dearly.
The car just pushed up with him when he came off the corner.
Ned, we hear this term all the time, arrow push. That's what happened to him. Front end just lost traction right out to the outside wall.
He may have brushed the wall. Adam Petty is losing touch with that lead pack. So now 7 cars come to the line. 3 laps to go.
I was just told that the right rear side of Adam Petty's car shows a little bit of damage right in front of the right rear wheel.
Let's show you what happened to Adam Petty coming off turn 2.
You see him on the outside there. Yes, indeed. You could see a little bit of dust fly up as he touched the wall, just so it knocked a little momentum out of the car. That's why he dropped back there.
First 5 cars single file, a change at 7th position. Moving underneath is McLaughlin, taking a spot from Hillen. That white number 34 McLaughlin is up to 6th. He's one of the fastest cars here.
Jeff Green moved to 3rd place now, and he's looking on the outside. Hillenberg in the 18 car and Kenseth are working together trying to make a move back there.
2 laps to go. Don Lajoie, many times a champion at the Danbury Race Arena. And he works hard on pit road, cheering his son along.
And well, he should. His son is a great race driver. And here they come, hooking up back there, trying to make a move.
On the inside, number 32, Jeff Green. Now, as they get side by side, can the leader, Lajoie, get away?
Hey, that's the best thing could happen to him.
Jeff Green got sideways there underneath the 27 car. Casey Atwood almost lost control.
And a big...
Oh, trouble, trouble.
Oh, and one car upside down.
Casey Atwood. And sliding through the grass, Kenseth climbs around.
White and yellow flag.
Atwood's car is destroyed. And did the leader get the caution flag?
I believe he did.
If he did, they will slow to the checkered flag. If not, they have to come around. Mike McLaughlin's car, left front torn up. The leaders did get the yellow. So Randy Lajoie, who saw it all unfold in his mirror, can come around to claim his 2nd championship of this race in 3 years.
But he's coming around at a pretty good clip. He's not sure of that, Mike. He's racing right back to the flag.
And wins it. Randy Lajoie, 2 wins in 3 years. And in the final 5 laps, the 18-year-old rookies learned some hard lessons. 1 lap down. Watch that number 27 car on the left side of your screen.
Andy Hillenberg gets in the back of him, and he gets into the outside wall. You can see the 18 car there. The hood's all torn up on it where he got in the back of Casey Atwood.
Goes right up and almost over Mike McLaughlin.
Comes back down on the back end and then back to the front end.
Here goes the radiator and the springs.
Now the good part is that probably looks really bad to the racing fan, but it's sliding on the roof. That's where all the roll cage is. It does not start turning over until it scrubs off a tremendous amount of speed. Now watch him when he hits the grass here. It'll turn over several times there, but the speed is down where it's not like 190 miles an hour crash.
Casey Atwood's Daytona dream ended 1 lap too soon.
Watch right here when they make contact. He's in a straight line. Makes contact there without Andy Hillenberg, who was right behind him, run right in the back of him.
And you see McLaughlin lose control there after he bounced off of Hillenberg as Atwood flew up and over him. Here's a look from behind.
Didn't take much, but right into the back and turned him right into the wall.
You know, it almost looked like Mike McLaughlin might have been pushing Andy Hillenberg, and he had no way to back off.
They were coming down to get the white flag and certainly were going for it.
Watch this.
You're riding with Mike McLaughlin. No.
Definitely Andy Hillenberg got in the back of him. That's all.
Well, we've heard that too much today.
Wow.
You You saw the officials with the caution flag out very quickly as leader Randy Lajoie came to the flag. From the blimp and see the relationship. That white car, McLaughlin, you see is a couple of feet back of Hillenberg. They just touch.
Boy, what a shot. That tells the story.
McLaughlin, 34, almost gets through there. A wild ride for 18-year-old Casey Atwood, a brush with the wall for 18-year-old Adam Petty, and the fellow they both call the old man proves once again at Daytona that old age and experience is a match for youth and enthusiasm. Ken Squire is in victory lane.
With a man that's won it for the second time, ready to come out after a great win of this classic. Here's Randy Lajoie of Norwalk, Connecticut, out of car number 1. And the celebration is well underway.